Some assembly required. This is our final show for the season. We're going to be starting this show off the same way as we normally do with the oldest joke in the book. These are going to be going as such. 101 blanks walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve blank here." And then the rest of the cast will fill in the punchline with a joke. And these are meant to be horrible groaner puns. So be prepared for that. And our first topic for today is going to be pet store animals. Go.
101 dogs walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve dogs here." And the 101 dogs say, "You're barking up the wrong tree."
101 fish walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm so sorry, we don't serve fish here." 101 fish say, "I have a fishy feeling about that."
101 hamsters walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve hamsters here." 101 hamsters say, "Come on, we're just on the run."
101 cats walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve cats here." 101 cats say, "You've got to be kidding me." Kitten, not kitten.
101 snakes walk into the bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, but we don't serve snakes here." 101 snakes say, "Silence."
101 fish walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve fish here." 101 fish say, "Hey, listen, we're already halfway to death's door. You might as well give me something, huh?"
101 hamsters walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, you guys got to get out of here. We don't serve your kind around here." 101 hamsters say, Oh, that's fun. We don't want to stir up any trouble."
101 hermit crabs walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve hermit crabs here." 101 hermit crabs say, "Come on, we're hermits. This is the first time we've been out in a while."
101 goldfish walk into the bar. The bartender say, "I'm sorry, we don't serve goldfish here." 101 goldfish say, "Okay, give me 3 seconds and I'm going to forget what you just said."
101 turtles take too long to walk into a bar, and by the time they've entered, it's already closed.
101 parrots walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve parrots here." 101 parrots say,
Okay, new topic. Your next topic is footballs.
101 footballs walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve footballs here." 101 footballs say, "Hey, you should squeeze the ball, see if they're tough enough, Toss them around."
101 footballs walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve footballs here." 101 footballs start running back to where they came from.
101 footballs walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Dude, we do not serve footballs here." 101 footballs say, "You better change your mind or I'm going to tackle you."
101 footballs walk into a bar with a 25-cent entrance fee. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve footballs here." The footballs say, "Well, can I get my quarterback?"
101 footballs walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Excuse me, but we don't serve footballs here." 101 footballs say, "Well, see, now you got me all laced up."
101 footballs walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve footballs here." 101 footballs start stealing things, just like the best football team, the Raiders.
Okay, new topic. Your next topic will be trees. Go.
101 trees walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve trees here." 101 trees say, "I guess we'll make like a tree and leave."
101 trees walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve trees here." And the 101 trees say, "But I was pining for a drink."
101 trees walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve trees here." The 101 trees say, I don't care. We'll stick around for a bit."
101 trees walk into a bar that just so happens to sell corn. The bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve trees here." 101 trees say, "Hey, corn!"
101 trees walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve trees here." 101 trees say, "You are the root of all my problems."
101
101
trees walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve trees here." 101 trees say, "Aw, you're one son of a birch."
101 trees walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve trees here." 101 trees say, "Hey, man, it's been a long night and I already got some red wood. Can you give me a drink?"
101 trees walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve trees here." 101 trees say, "Okay."
Okay, your final topic will be school supplies.
101 Chromebooks that just so happen to not work before school walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, no, we don't serve Chromebooks that just so happen to not work." And 101 Chromebooks say, "The funny part is it's not our fault we're broken, but the students are going to have to pay for it."
101 pencils walk into a bar and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve pencils here." 101 pencils say, "No wonder you're number 2."
101 pencils walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We still don't serve pencils here." 101 pencils say, "Right," and then they walk away.
101 notebooks walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve notebooks here." The 101 notebooks say, "Man, they let us in bars at campus. College ruled."
101 notebooks walk into a bar and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve notebooks here." And the 101 notebooks say, "Here, why don't you write down your feelings and maybe you'll feel better."
And that was 101. The next game that we will be playing today is a character game called Spoon River, where an event would change a small town forever. And all of these people will become different characterizations that will then, well, mesh together and tell a story. And the town will be changed forever through a particular event. For this, it will be the opening of the first sushi bar ever.
Man, I've been waiting all of my life for this. I can finally express my weeb feelings. I can go and eat sushi.
Everyone's so excited about this dang sushi bar. But see, I've got a problem with this. I am allergic to shellfish, and I feel like this is a complete offense to those like me.
I woke up and read the newspaper, and I saw that they were going to start serving raw fish with other foods permanently. And I was like, "Whoa, what in the world is this? I gotta check it out."
I ate so much sushi in one sitting. Oh, the second this sushi bar came out, I've been sitting here since it released, just scoffing down on tuna, raw tuna, over and over again, and I think I got mercury poisoning.
So this guy, he came into my my new sushi bar, and he said, "Get me everything you have." And I said, "Sir, are you sure about this?" And he said to me, "Yeah, it doesn't matter." And I gave him everything we had, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna go bankrupt now.
Man, I wanted to go to the sushi bar, right? Because my mom wouldn't let me for like 3 weeks, and that's okay, right? But I went into the sushi bar and he said he didn't have anything because some guy just kind of like came in and ate all of it. And I mean, I thought I was going to be the one to do that.
Personally, I am very much okay with the fact that the sushi bar might close because they ran out of sushi. This is the best news I've heard since sliced bread was invented.
I was disappointed when I found out they weren't going to serve me raw fish today. But it is what it is. I saw a guy in the back and he wasn't looking too well, so maybe I shouldn't complain.
The guy working at the sushi shop. He said I'd eaten everything, but I knew he had one thing special right in the back. He says he was an amateur, so he doesn't know how to prepare it, but this mercury poisoning slowly killing me, and I thought, why not live life to the fullest? So I went and I whispered in his ear, prepare me the puffer fish.
So like this crazy dude, he ate all the stuff. Then he asked me for the puffer fish, and I'm like, bro, I really can't make that for you. You're going to die if you eat the puffer fish. And he said he didn't care. So I went to the back. I grabbed it. I put it on the table. This man scarfs it down in 2 seconds. That's all it took.
I walked closer and I realized I'm pretty sure the guy is dead. But you know, c'est la vie. It's whatever. I went back to bed and that was my day.
We were victorious. The sushi restaurant killed someone, and so now there's no way they can stay open, and all of the shellfish will be gone from my town.
Dang, it's such a shame. I never even got a taste of the sushi, and now they have a pending lawsuit for someone's death, you know? Can't believe this.
And that was Spoon River. Our next game will be a game called Changes. I would like to introduce Brendan as the director, the caller of said scenes. And the whole point of this game is there will be 2 actors, Harrison and Kat, who will be acting out a scene together as a student and a teacher, and they will be sneaking in an imaginary friend. Brendan will be serving as the caller for this game, meaning if one of the actors says a line, he can change it. And by calling out that line, he will be basically making them change what they said until, he no longer beeps them. Correction, apologies. Kat and Jake will be doing this. You heard me, Jake.
How are we gonna do this? Because I want you to be in I want you to be in my math class. But there's not an extra seat.
Well, I mean, the auditorium is full of seats. Just go down there and grab one.
Yeah, but
just kill a child. Throw him out a window. That should fix the issue right up. I'll take care of the body. Make it look like he hung himself on the tetherball court. Pat up, done.
I am not committing murder for you. I don't know. You just stand in the back, I guess. Or maybe you could be the teacher. What if you taught everyone in the class? That would be so fun. I mean, you could just push a kid out, you could just push the kid, and maybe they'll just think some wind blew them out of their chair, and then you could just sit there,
Are you calling me downwind?
Maybe. I don't know. You could sit there. You could sit there and you could learn with me, because I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna have to cheat off your paper. You know that, right?
Okay. So what you're telling me is, even though there's no seats, I'm gonna stand in the back like that creepy dad on job day when you bring in your parents.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Is that what you're telling me?
Day. You're gonna be my creepy parent for one day in my math class, and I'm gonna cheat off of you. That's the plan, right? So we should go, because the bell's gonna ring, right? we should head inside. I mean, we have to get there early, or else all the seats are gonna be taken, and you're not gonna be able to sit down.
That's a great idea. If I beat them there, then they can't sit down. Therefore, they're not in that class. Boom, easy, fixed.
Yeah, that's the exact point. See, you got it. We're not going to the auditorium. We're going to my math class, right?
Yes. Your math class. That's what we were talking about.
Okay, yeah, you got this. You can do this. Okay, so we just have to sneak past everyone, because if they see you, oh wait, they can't. Never mind. You know what? Let's just go. Because we gotta go, right? Because
Yeah. You're right.
All right, and that was changes. For this next game that we'll be doing, this will be Good, Bad, Worst, where we will be giving you advice on various questions that you have. This game will be played with Kat giving us good advice, Jake giving us bad advice, and Yana giving us the absolute worst advice. The first question for you three will be, how do I prepare for online school?
Well, I think it really, you have to get used to not being around other people when you're learning, because when you're learning, you got to talk to other people, but when you're online, you can't really do that. So I think you just have to get used to moving everything online and making your own schedule. That's the best thing about it. You get to make your own schedule. You can wake up as late as you want. So just get comfortable with it first.
Well, let me tell you. What you want to do is you want to get into your room with a hammer and your computer, close the door, lock it, and break the door handle. Nothing comes in, nothing goes out. Slide a little bit of food under the door from your parents, maybe a couple saltines, done. And there you go. You're away from everyone else. Got your computer in front of you. You got 3 weeks left, but that's fine.
I just wouldn't worry about it, misplace your school provided computer, it's fine. You can just use anything, anything with an internet connection. You don't really need to prepare for it. And if anything, like the whole online school thing is just kind of, dumb. So, if you really wanted, you could just become a high school dropout.
Okay, your next question will be, how do I get my dogs to stop barking at people walking by my house?
Well, I think the best method is to slowly train your dog, but that's not okay. Because if you just yell at them, they're never going to get the memo, and they're going to keep doing it. So you just have to train them that when they see someone outside, they just have to be calm. And you can do that through a series of giving them treats as they see someone pass, and you tell them not to bark. And when they don't bark, you give them a treat, and then that should work, right?
This is a multiple step solution. 1, you pay your best friend Jeff, or whatever his name is, he, she, doesn't matter. You give him money, tell him to pass by your house multiple times. And if the dog barks, you slap it. And then it will learn. It will learn by time. When another human passes, it will stare at you with the eyes of a child that's about to get beat with a belt by their drunk dad. It will be very simple.
You're going to want to get 2 things. All right, count them 2. All right, you're going to want a security sensor, and you're going to want a gun. All right, and whenever someone walks by your house, whenever the sensor goes off, all right, you just eliminate the problem. Just get rid of the people walking, Then your dog won't freak out.
All right, that morbid question now over. Next question. How do I sew a button onto my shirt?
So the first thing you're gonna have to do is find a button that matches your shirt because you want to, keep things looking clean, very nice, Now, if the button that fell off is intact, you can just use that one. And most shirts come with an extra button, so that shouldn't be a problem. But then you just have to get some thread in the correct color. Just thread it through your needle. You can lick the thread and thread it through, make it easier. And then you just have to sew it back on in a little crisscross pattern, and that's it. You have a fixed shirt.
Well, so it's not the button you need to worry about. It's the sewing supplies. You got hair, you got fingernails, and you're poor. So you pull out some of your hair right there, tie it all as much together, then you bite off your fingernails that you got. Make them as sharp as you possibly can. Then tie your hair to that fingernail, and then you can just sew with that. Easy, simple to remember.
Well, obviously, if you're missing a button, right? Just go with the style. Fashion is always changing, so you can always just chop off the rest of the buttons on your shirt. And, it doesn't matter if it comes apart or anything, or it's not well put together. You're being stylish, and it doesn't matter if you destroy your clothes either. It's totally a cool thing, right? Like ripped jeans, no buttons on a shirt.
The accuracy of the worst advice is probably the saddest part of that. Anyways, your final question. How do I keep cool during the hot month of August?
Well, obviously it's hot outside, so whenever you're outside, you want to wear some nice clothing that isn't too thick or fits you, and if that fits you well. And when you're inside, you can use your AC or your swamp cooler, whatever you have, and you turn it on, and you can relax right by it, so you don't have to use as much. You can just get cool right next to it, or you can waste all your money.
You have two choices in this scenario. One choice is if you want to be cool, you lean back with a nice cold one, soda specifically. We're a family channel, soda. And you just put on some sunglasses, you're the coolest kid on the street. Or a simple one word, Satan.
If you want to be cool in the summer, you're going to want to train yourself to be cool, all right? You're going to want to start early on. You're going to want to wear long sleeves, put on a thick jacket, and you're going to want to wear that. You can sit out in the sun too, and it'll protect you from all kinds of stuff, All you got to do is train every day, winter clothes, and you'll be fine.
Okay, and that was good, bad, worst. Now, this is going to be the final piece of the show. This final piece is called Foreign Film, where basically there will be two actors who will be acting out a movie that has never been seen before. And there will also be two translators, because the two actors will be speaking in a language that nobody knows, aside from these two translators. And they will translate line by line what they say as the scene goes on. The actors of this game will be Brendan, Allison, Jack, and Harrison. The title of your movie is Concrete, a Love Story.
Bagging diggity daga bagadooba.
I literally could not be more in love with concrete. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you guys, the nice rough feeling of it against my hand, against my face, the burns that I get on my knees, the loss of skin, the feeling is immaculate and is compared to nothing else. I love concrete.
Darebo. Da digid baba.
See, I don't understand how you can think concrete is so amazing. All of these burns are absolutely miserable.
Diggity. Bagubata dinga. Bugadinga.
I think the best solution to these burns is a good, nice, big slice of lemon. You kind of, you crush it, you squeeze it over your cut. It feels fantastic. Let me tell you, I can't get enough of it. The concrete and the burns and the lemon. It's lovely.
Gabba-dabba-wah. Gabba-dabba-wah.
I mean, I definitely gotta try that, but I've never heard of anyone using lemons on burns.
Ah, tubada goo. Tugabadida. Bugadugada. Ba.
Lemons feel fantastic. Oh my goodness. It's such an enlightening feeling. It pain on no other level. Nothing compares to lemon against the burns from the concrete. I love it.
Gabu.
You are such a disgrace. I can't understand how you could possibly enjoy something so horrendous.
Bango. Bagdu bagadu. Gabdu bagadu gadu. Bunga bigadigadoon. Banga ding gong gung dinga. Bungata bugata bigaga. Bugata gungun.
That was not very nice. That really hurt my feelings. I would recommend you take that back right now.
Gabba-bo. Gabba-bo-bo-bo. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Agabba-ba-ba-ba.
Sorry that hurt your feelings, but I won't take it back unless you can prove to me that concrete truly is the best thing.
Okay, we are going to wrap it up there. Sadly, we are out of time, but this has been Some Assembly Required. This has been our last show. I have been apologies, had a brain fart there. I've been the director, Vinny, and these have been our actors, Yana, Allison, Kat, Jack, Harrison, Jake, and Brendan. This will be our last show for the summer, but we will be picking this up again in mid-September. This has been Some Assembly Required, and it's been amazing performing.